another 5-note pattern. In this case, saxophones, we did the 1 sharp, we did the no sharps, we did the 1 flat, we did the 2 flats. So we've been starting to add flats, right? Up in 1 flat land, if you look on the screen. Oh, I zoomed in too much. If you look up at the screen, 1 flat land, we had just B flat for Beatgesif. And then in the 2 flat game, I'm just way too zoomed in. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And then when we get back to the 2 flat game, right? 2 flat game, we had B and E from Beatgesif. But now we're about to do the first 3 flats, B, E, and A. So notice here, take a look at concert A flat, the last one we did. The first note is B flat. You know, Beatgesif, B, E. So we look at our 4th note, B flat, C, D, E flat. That's the 2nd flat. So now we're going to take this E flat right here, and we're going to make that our 1st note, but an octave lower. We're going to start on the low E flat. Still the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the top right paddle, except no octave key this time. Low E flat. And we see we have an extra flat, B flat, E flat, and A flat. Now I bet if we look at the 4th note, it's going to be A flat, E flat, F, G, A flat. Wonderful. This is the new note. So your A flat is going to be simply 1, 2, 3, but then we're going to add this shiny top paddle key. Let me see if I can zoom in. See these 3 keys? This is the top, the inside, because it's closer to all this inside of the saxophone, inside, outside, and bottom. But for A flat, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, top pinky. Okay, and it sounds like this. Sometimes if your saxophone isn't sounding correct, you see this 1 pad right here that's down. All the other tone holes stay up naturally. That's the top paddle key. So if you're moving this and that pad doesn't open, you got a sticky pad, and all you have to do is turn the sax around and just pop it open, and you're good to go. So let's go through this scale. We have E flat, which is all 6 and the top right paddle key. F, you gotta lift up a bunch right to get to F. Then you go to G. Then to go to A flat, you just pinky it up, A flat. And then finally the top note's B flat, bis. So when I play the scale, I like to have my finger up here, my first finger, my left hand, already ready for bis. So I'm gonna do that quicker. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat. Now you might have to do that like 10 or 12 times to get the fingers working. I'll do it one more time. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat. Now I need you to practice the fingers, but also practice the reading. E flat, oop, I don't want to mess it up. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, so on and so forth. Let's play this. 2, 3. Now at this point, you're going to play the arpeggio, which is pretty easy. It's the 1st note, the 3rd note, the 5th note, the 3rd note, then the 1st note. Then you go down to the lower than that, then back up. So E flat, G, B flat, G, E flat. Just move the pinky to go to low D, and then put the pinky back to go to E flat. And let me stand up so that you can see my fingers in action here too. The whole thing. And that's how you play your concert G flat mini scale on the saxophone. Now we're going to move over to clarinet land and do the same thing. So clarinets, when we started our scale adventure, we started with no flats, and then we started through the Beatgesif, which is of course 1 flat, which is B, 2 flats, B and E, 3 flats, B, E, and A. But now that we're in concert G flat, you guys are gonna have 4 flats, B, E, A, and D flat, bead. We've spelled out all of bead. Okay. So for reference as to what we're looking at, I'm going to have to move a couple things around in my document here because I just got to reveal some of this screen. I'm going to move myself out a little bit, move this screen over. Actually, I can move that over a bit. There, that's better. Okay, now I can grab my video, put that back over, and I grab my sweet JMS Conservatory of Music banner and put it back. Awesome, I'll lower it a little. Okay, so let's look at what happens when we play with 4 flats. In this case, we have A flat, because where did that come from? Well, if we look at the last one, we had E flat, F, G, A flat. So we're going to take this note right here, we're going to put it down an octave and do the low version, which is this low A flat, which means we have a couple new notes to learn in this mini scale. So for this case, we have A flat, then we have another B flat, a C, and then the new note, B, D flat is right here. And then we go on E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A flat. So almost every note here is flat except for C. You're going to use the flat form of the note. Uh-oh, my second monitor is being all iffy over here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's work on that one. Let's work on that first note. Low A flat is as follows. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very close to G, except we're going to use this one right here. Tip, right? Not bip, but tip, the one that's a little bit closer to your third finger. Tip right here, top, inside, pinky. It should sound like this. Yeah, hopefully you get that sound. A flat, and then we got to pick up a lot of fingers to go to B flat. Watch. A flat, and then you pick up everything but the first finger in that hand. B flat. Okay? A flat, B flat, C. Now to do D flat, we're going to use what we call the cute little pinky. It's very close to, this is my third finger, so it's the closest to that. Cute little pinky. Okay? So once again, A flat, B flat, C, cute little pinky for D flat. Now this is going to be crazy. I'm going to go to E flat. So I'm going to lift these two up and activate the side key, right? E flat. This is a tricky one. A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. Then you go back down. D flat, C, B flat, A flat. Now I want you to do that several times until you've got those fingers mastered. It can be a little tricky. Do your best. I'm going to play it for you. Practice letter naming. A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. 2. A. Now, the arpeggio. A flat, C, E flat, C, A flat, then you go up to C, then you go to E flat, C, A flat, and then the last measure is A flat, G, A flat. All you gotta do is move the pinky, and that's right here. A flat, C, E flat, C, then it goes down to the next line. A flat, G, A flat. I'll play that for you. Ready? Now I'm going to stand up so you can see my fingers, and you can hopefully practice along with that. Here we go, the whole thing. 2, 3. Oh, sorry, that was the arpeggio. The whole thing this time. Scale first. 2, 3. Your entire concert G flat scale. Now let's take a look at the flutes, the real crazy instrument. Flutes are gonna have. We started with 1 flat. With 2 flats. So we went to 3, then 4, and 5. Now we're at 6 flats. Literally almost every note in the alphabet is flat. B, E, A, D, and G. B, G, S, and also a C. So that gets a little bit tricky in terms of what a C flat is. C flat's the same as B natural. It's a nice note. We're going to learn that here now. Okay, flutes. Let's look at the first note of our concert G flat scale. Remember, that was the new note before in our 5-flat scale. You had G flat, and then you made that the new one, except we're going to do an octave lower, right? Same fingering. It's still thumb, 1, 2, 3, 6, pinky, except it's instead of it's the lower version. So then what we have to do is we look at all the notes: G flat, A flat, B flat, and the new rule of fours: C flat, D flat, C flat, B flat, A flat, G flat. Literally every note's flat. So you have G flat, which is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 6, pinky, and then you go to A flat, which is thumb, 1, 2, 3, pinky, pinky, and then you go to B flat, which is just thumb with the golf club key, pinky, and then C flat. Actually, you know what? In this scale, we are going to use a different B flat, I believe. So it's, once again, it's G flat, A flat, and then we're going to do B flat like this. Thumb, 1, 4, pinky. That's a different way to play B flat. And this is why. And you're not going to use golf club key. Here's why. Because then you go from this and you lift up this finger for B natural, or C flat, which is regular thumb and the first finger. So it's like, all I gotta do is lift this finger. So G flat, I'm gonna move over. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 6, pinky. And then A flat, which is thumb, 1, 2, 3, pinky, pinky. And then I do B flat, which is thumb, regular thumb, 1, 4, pinky. And then I lift up finger 4 for just thumb, 1, pinky, for B natural. And then we know D flat's just the pinky. Then C, then B natural. Then put 4 back down. Then thumb, 1, 2, 3, pinky, pinky. And then thumb, 1, 2, 3, 6, pinky. Here's this whole thing slow-mo. Okay, and every single letter is flat. Now the arpeggio. G flat, B flat, D flat, B flat, G flat, F natural, G flat. F is the only note that's natural. So it's G flat. Now in this B flat, you can use the one from the scale, or you can just use your normal thumb B flat. The only time you use this fancy thumb 1-4 B flat is when you have something that, you know, like a C flat or a B natural right after. So you can use either. So G flat, B flat, D flat, B flat, G flat, F, G flat. All right, now I'll play the whole thing for you. Ready? Oh, I gotta do the right one. The shame. Once more. 2, 3, and. And that's everything. Thank you.
Jesus.
Hey kids, this is chart 9.5 line 1. I'm trying a new approach today where on the bottom we have the rhythm written out clearly. So if this is something you like, let me know. If it's not something you like, let me know. If you like the other way, let me know. If you don't care, then don't say anything. Alright, let's go. 9.5 line 1. And as you can see here, my bonsai tree has joined us. I don't have a name for it because it's a tree. If you have any suggestions, I'm more than open. Alright, Anyway, it's time for rhythm. So let's go ahead and get up 9.5 line 1 and start writing in the counts, okay? So first measure, easy peasy, you got a big 1, 2, and 3, big 4, okay? Big 1, big 2, and big 3, big 4. Then I want you to take a look at the line and tell me which measures are exactly the same in that whole line. Which two measures are exactly the same? 2 and 4. Good job. Measure 2 is the same as measure 4. All right? Let's go ahead and remember what a dotted quarter note is and how many beats it gets. So remember, what does a dot do? It does what? Correct. Adds half the value of the note before it. So we have a quarter note with a dot. A quarter note gets 1 beat. 1 plus half of 1 is a half, right? So 1 plus 1/2 is 1.5. So our dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats. That's like a quarter note plus an eighth note. Boom. Then you have 1.5. 1.5, we get our pulses by multiplying it by 2, right? So 1.5 times 2 is 3 pulses. So 1, say that. Ready? Go. 1, again, go. 1, good. Okay, now add the and. That was my ring finger. Add the and. Ready and go. 1 and, good. Again, go. 1 and, good. Okay. All right. Now, go ahead and write in the counts. So we have a big 1, a little and, a little 2, right? And then we have a big and on this eighth note, 3, 4. And since measure 2 is the same as measure 4, go ahead and write in the counts for measure 4. Big 1, little and, little 2, big and, big 3, big 4. Okay? Well, you can pause the video in a second, right? And you can pause it whenever you want. But all right, measure 3, easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay? All right, so here's your pause the video moment. All right, good. Now that you have that written in, let's go ahead and count some stuff. All right, count just measure 1. Ready? 1, 2, count measure 1, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, again, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, good, okay? Now count just measure 2. All I want you to do first is count 1 and tap your foot. Count that, ready, and go. 1 and, good, okay? One more time, 2, tap your foot, go. 1 and, all right, now add 3, 4, ready, and go. 1 and 3, 4, good, okay? Count 1 and 2 together. 1, 2, 1 and 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4, again, ready, and go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4, all right, good. Now, just count measure 3, just measure 3, easy. 1, 2, just measure 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and, good. Now, measure 4 is the same as measure 2, so you know how to count it already, right? Count measure 3 and 4. 1, 2, count 3 and 4, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, good. Go back and do that again if you have to. If not, let's count the whole thing, all of line 1. Ready? 1, 2, count line 1, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4. Good. Okay, pause the video, go back, count it again if you need to. Okay, take your time. And if you're ready to go, then let's all to it. Ready? To it. And 1, 2, well, 2 D, right? 1, 2, ready, and go. Do, 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 do. Great job. Now, if you remember, we were doing sizzling a little bit, right? So let's sizzle it, okay? So remember, sizzling is tss, 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 tss. You're playing the rhythm like a snake or whatever, okay? Ready? Sizzle it. 1, 2, sizzle, ready, and go. All right, play it. Trombone, baritone, flute on D as in dog, saxophone B as in banana, clarinet, trumpet E as in elephant. Ready? Play it. 1, 2, ready. All right, good job. If you need to go back and play that again, please go back and play it again. And on to the next.
Okay, today we are working on number 80, going up or down. Now in this video, this one was supposed to come obviously before number 83, and so it teaches you a few new notes. However, I would say that all of you have been taught these notes already, but we will go through some of that information just because I want to. Okay, so number 80, going up or down. We're going to start first with saxophones on the first 4 measures, then we'll switch over to clarinet on the first 4. Now saxes, notice this is really important. This is really blurry. Alto sax, 1 sharp. Don't forget F is sharp. Okay, so let's look at the third line. Saxes, G, D, E, D. Real low notes, so get the throat really open. On one breath, all half notes. Try it again. 2, ready? Clarinets, feel free to sizzle along. 3, and then we move to measures 3 and 4 after we take a breath. D, E, F sharp. Be careful, remember that's in the key signature. It's the middle finger. Then you go up to G for 4 beats. And then I believe we do take a breath. Yes. So let's try that. 2, 3. Now, the technique on this is not very difficult. The hardest thing is going to be playing the low notes with a full sound, getting enough air in there, and then to make sure you remember all of the articulation that's included in this. D, 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 D. Remembering to breathe at all the appropriate times. Now, clarinets, you and saxes have the exact same thing. Even go as far as saying exact same fingers here. It's quite simple. C, low G, don't be afraid of low G, A, G. Now, in clarinet land, you see anything right here? Nope, neither do I. All things are natural, including B natural. So let's do the first 2 measures. C, G, A, G. Ready again. Yep, with a little breath. Now the next one, G, A, B. B natural. It's just like saxophone. F sharp is the middle finger. B natural for clarinet's middle finger. G, A, B sharp, C. Then you breathe. Breathe. Okay, so that's how that works. Let's do the whole thing. Both instruments play together. 2 from the top. Now, make sure you breathe appropriately in here. All right, I'm going to switch tabs. This is the second half of the tune. Very simple. Saxes, or let's continue with clarinets. C, B natural, A. Yep. C, B natural, A. Then you go back up to B natural, A, G. And then you end by going back up the scale again. G, A, B natural, but all the way down to G, C. Now be careful of your articulations through here. D, 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 D. Saxophone time. Very simple, same rhythm, same articulations, but you just have different note names going on. G, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, D, D, E, F sharp, D, G. It's all right hand work. 3. Now, I'm going to play the whole thing for you. Let me take a look at it. Okay. I won't have it all displayed, but I'm going to play the whole thing. 2, beginning. All of number 80. I'd like to also take a minute to do a slight playthrough of our number 83. Actually, I need to bring this back up. Number 83 for both instruments. And here it is. I'm going to do one on sax, one on clarinet. Now remember, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. 2. 83. Make sure you have your 83 up, and I'll play it on clarinet. Remember the G, C, D, E, F, G, A, B natural, C. All right, 83, 2, ready? There's a playthrough of 83. Thank you.